Hello everyone, in this week's video I'm going to show how to draw a male body in front, 3/4, and side view. In this video I'm going to be talking about the basics of manga anatomy. Things like how long the leg should be or where to end the torso. This isn't a video about gesture drawing or how I construct the body in different poses. However, I do plan to make a video on that. This video is more about the proportions of the body and how to draw them. Anyways, let's get started. To make this video overall better, I drew some sketches beforehand. I hope you don't mind. Before I start drawing, I want to talk a little bit about the body proportions and how I measure them. So this male body is 7 spaces tall. Each space is the same length as the head. So I say he is 7 heads tall. I find measuring the body by using heads is the easiest method for me. The end of the torso goes at the halfway point. He is 7 heads tall, so the torso will end halfway through the 4th space. First we'll start with front view. In space 1 I draw the head. I start by drawing a circle. Then I draw a straight line down the middle of the circle that ends halfway through space number 4. This line will help us keep things symmetrical. Next I draw the shape of the face. If you would like more info on drawing the head in different positions, I have a video on my channel. I draw 2 lines for the neck. I tend to give male characters thicker necks than female characters. Next I draw a box-like shape for the ribcage. The male body is often wider by the shoulders and gets narrower by the hips. But I try to be careful to not make the hips too narrow or else there won't be much room for the legs. Now for the arms. The elbow goes around the waist and the wrist goes around the end of the torso. When the arm is totally straight, it is about the same length as the torso. This arm is slightly bent, so it's a little shorter than the torso. I add little lines for the inside of the arm. Next I draw the hand. I have a few hand tutorials on my channel. The hand is roughly the same size as the face. Now I do the same thing on the other side. Now for the legs. The legs can be kinda hard to draw on male characters. I try not to make them too curvy. The knee goes at about the halfway point of the leg. The leg gets wider at the thigh, thinner at the knee, wider at the calf, and then thinner by the ankle. When drawing the feet, I like to draw a curving shape. This helps me get a sense for the form of the foot. The heel goes at the bottom of space 7, and the foot pokes out a little past it. Now for 3/4 view, I start by drawing the head. Because of the perspective of 3/4 view, things may not line up perfectly, but the measurements are pretty much the same. I draw a slightly curving line to show me where the middle of the torso is. I draw 2 lines for the neck. Next I draw the box-like shape for the ribcage. The perspective is changing how the shape looks. We can see more of the left side and less of the right side. I put 2 lines for the collarbone. I forgot to put it on the front view. The male waist is often set lower on the body than the female waist. When drawing boys, I try to think of more boxy-like shapes, and with girls, I try to think softer, circle-like shapes. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to erase where the arm goes so it's easier to see. You can do this once you draw the arm. I have the sketch, so I know where the arm goes. It can be helpful to place circles where the joints go. They get smaller as they go towards the wrist. The right arm is mostly covered by the torso. Now for the legs. Sorry, I'm a little out of frame. In 3/4 view, the thigh is kind of flat on the back and curved on the front. I draw 2 little lines for the knee. Then the calf curves out and then back in towards the ankle. In this view, the tibia bone is overlapping the calf muscles. Then we have the ankle bone and the heel. I draw a curving line and a straight line to help me draw the foot. The other leg is a little obscured by the front leg. Because the body is turned and because of perspective, the knees and ankles don't perfectly line up like in front view. The same goes for everything else. Everything kind of aligns at an angle. Lastly, we have side view. I start by drawing the head. Then I draw the neck. The neck often isn't perfectly straight, it goes at a slight angle. In side view, we can really see the curve of the back. It goes out at the rib cage, in towards the waist, and back out by the bum. In this position, the front of the torso doesn't curve nearly as much. Now for the arm. I'm not an expert when it comes to muscles, but the upper arm tends to bump out at the shoulder, then it bumps out again for the biceps and triceps. The forearm is pretty flat on the back and bumps out at the front. In profile, the front of the leg is curved and then flat, and the back of the leg is flat and then curved. Before I end this video, I want to say thank you so much to my patrons, including Rachel, Pia, Pisatera, Magic Gamer Dad, Julie, Daniel, Cash Money Matt, Eduardo, Robert, Bonnie, Tamalam, Stephanie, Nari-chan, AJ, Foreman, and Anne. Thank you so much for being a patron and for your support. Well, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next week in my next video. Bye!